The Austin Studio Tour now comprises 2 weekends that include East and West Austin, and the opportunity to appreciate local art starts this Saturday, November 9th. Jesse Sublett is a longtime Austin creative. We were just talking off camera. He's been here 50 years this year, and he's here to talk about how he's participating in the event, as well as some of the incredible work that he does. Jesse, good morning.
Good morning, Rosie.
Originally, I'm thrilled to have you, quite frankly. Originally from Johnson City, but been here in Austin a minute. Let's start, if we can, with your artwork, which I notice as I'm looking around uses a lot of nature, uses a lot of wildlife. Can you tell me how you got into painting?
Well, I've been making pictures since I was old enough to hold a pencil.
Oh.
So I've always been kind of an art-directed guy. And when I got into music, I drew gig flyers. And then as I became an author, I would draw and make pictures in between drafts, right? And so I just got more serious about it. And about 10 years ago, I started doing larger pictures, and I started selling things to friends and fans on Facebook. And people like, having art by me, and I started doing galleries a few years ago. And so here we are.
Here we are. Cloud Tree Gallery is going to have some never before seen, never before sold pictures because everything is one of a kind. I love this piece right here. Can we talk about it? Because I feel like it's so Austin. The grackle is more important than the humans.
Well, in a way they are. Okay, they're not. But I love grackles. I love all birds, but grackles are a big part of the personality of this town.
Absolutely.
And I like to make the bird larger than life because I want it to be like you're looking at downtown or whatever, and this bird just landed right in front of you. So I want people to pay attention to nature. I'm a tree-hugging environmentalist and a bird fanatic.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay, so some really beautiful work. It's going to be at the Cloud Tree Gallery, but actually it's going to be there for every weekend in November, right?
Yeah, every weekend. We got the East Tour, the West Tour. It's the next 2 weekends, and then the last weekend of the month is their market season, and so I'll be there for that also.
Can people come and buy your work?
Absolutely, it's all for sale, and the new stuff I'm doing are, especially for this tour, are these smaller 12 by 12 pieces, which are more affordable and easy to find room for, and they're maybe a little bit more whimsical than the bigger stuff.
Love it. This picture of the skyline is just gorgeous. I would be remiss if I didn't mention to everybody that, guys, September 12th, is Jesse Sublett Day, as proclaimed by Mayor Watson, which is huge. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
We have to talk about how you're more than an artist. You started in music, is that right?
Yeah, well, I moved here in '74 to be a rock star. Why I moved here. I thought I was going to be a rock star in a couple of years. And so I banged around the local scene, and in '78, I was in the first 2 punk bands in Austin, the Skunks and the Violators, which the Violators included Kathy Valentine, later of the Go-Go's.
Yeah.
And so we didn't expect much to happen, but it did happen. The scene started, and we had a great time, and it helped put Austin on the map. It spawned South by Southwest, and we had a great time.
I'm speaking with living history, which is so crazy. And not only that, you've sat down and written books, not only 16 books now,
16
but
books.
some of them specifically about Austin's history. You said off camera you'd never get into genealogy, you didn't think, but you've been, your family's been here since the 1800s, and so I'm not surprised to see you've become a history buff. Tell us about some of the stuff that you've made.
Well, I'm fascinated by history, and since Austin's my town, I got very interested in the history here, and true crime stories really got me going. This most recent book, the 16th book, is about our famous district attorney, Ronnie Earl, for 30 years, a powerful man, and his battle with a crime lord named Frank Smith, who was a millionaire bail bondsman and junkyard dealer, and he was very, very corrupt and very obviously corrupt, but somehow he kept getting away with it until he plotted this junkyard robbery in which it's just a really stupid crime, but it just indicates how, the foibles of human nature, that people, hubris, that's the definition of hubris.
That could be your come down.
Yeah, his brilliant idea was to buy all these junk cars from his rival and then hire these guys to steal the money back. And the guys messed up the robbery, and one of them got killed, and everybody knew afterwards that he was the culprit behind it. But anyway,
it's a lot. Armadillo World Headquarters, Esther's Follies, which was on the show just a few minutes ago. We can't keep you all day, unfortunately, Jesse, though we'd love to, but thank you for what you've contributed to the city.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. All right, guys, Jesse is an accomplished author, an artist, and a musician. Boy, is he multifaceted. Learn more about him and his work at jessesublett.com.